Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. So let's get right into this video. Today I will be encapsulating some dried flowers and nail foils, and these are the products I'll be using. So I have some clear polygel which is almost finished, but I'll try to get as much as I can out of this tube. This is the Makartt clear polygel and it is the clearest polygel and my favorite clear polygel. I also have a backup clear polygel which is also from Makartt. I got this one in my purple polygel kit, so I have this on standby. Next, I have my gold nail foils. And these two containers of dried flowers, I got this in the Match Your Nail Lab sub box from Makartt. And this will be my first time encapsulating large dried flowers. I am accustomed to encapsulating smaller flowers, so let's see how this goes. And I'm going to be using my Makartt Stiletto nail tips as well. So let's get into the nail tutorial. I start by pushing back the cuticles with my cuticle pusher. I'm keeping this in real time because while pushing back my cuticles, I actually cut myself. I don't know how this happened because I wasn't being that rough, but it happened. So I just sprayed some rubbing alcohol, but it didn't burn. Next, I'm using my e-file to go around the cuticles to lift up any of the dead skin from off the nail plate. Then I'm just using the nippers to remove the dead skin. Next, I'm using my sanding band to remove the shine from the nails and also remove any residue that remained. I picked out my nail tips off camera and I'm also going to be applying them off camera with my Makartt nail glue. Then I'm just going to be shaping them a little. I had to be careful because I didn't want the nails to pop off. Next, I'm buffing the nails to remove the shine. Then I'm just applying my base coat and then I cure for 30 seconds. So off camera, I picked out the dried flowers that I wanted to use and I also separated the foils into smaller pieces. And I also have my scissors to cut the flowers because these flowers were so big. So I'm just trying them on my nails to see how they would look. I was very unsure about what I wanted to do because the flowers were so huge. And I did have to cut a few of them as well because I couldn't place a whole flower on my nail. So I applied some more base coat to my nail. And before curing, I'm just applying the dried flowers to the nail and some dried leaves as well, and the nail foils. When I cut the large flowers, the middle of the flower was really solid. I think it's called the pistil. I cannot remember the anatomy of the flowers, but I think it's called the pistil. Yeah, so the middle of the flower right there, it was really solid, so it was very difficult for it to stick down with the base coat because the base coat wasn't strong enough. So I was wondering if I should have used a small bead of clear polygel instead of the base coat so that those would stick down. So that's why I'm telling you all, I think it would be best to apply a small bead of the clear polygel. I didn't think of it when I was doing the nails, but I think it would make sense. But it did work out in the end, so it's fine. But I'm just not sure if I would use these dried flowers like this again. I would probably just cut them into very small pieces. So I cured the thumbnail for 30 seconds. Then I do the same for the rest of the nails. And if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. So this pink flowers was so difficult to lay flat because of the pistil, which is the thing in the middle of the flower, I think it's called. But other than that, this design was really nice. I just love how it looked. So this design is really simple and it's very repetitive, so I really don't have much to say. And I love this spring nail set. It is so nice and simple, and anybody can do it. Beginners can do it, anyone can do it. And I would also suggest using stiletto nails if you're doing this design or any nail design. Stiletto nails are the easiest nails to shape because it's just a point, you know. Coffin nails, ballerina nails, I think both of them are the same thing. But okay, those nails and like tapered square, those nails are kind of difficult. I still get trouble when I am filing to get those shapes, but stiletto nails are the easiest nails to shape. So I would recommend, especially with this design, I think it looked really good in this design, so I would recommend using stiletto nails instead of ballerina nails. And also I would also suggest getting pre-shaped nail tips, because the pre-shaped nail tips are easier to work with because you can use it as a guide. When you're finished with your nails, you could just look at the underside of the nails and just file off what is outside of the nail tip. That's why I like pre-shaped nail tips. It's really easy. So yeah, for beginners, I would suggest using the stiletto nails, as I said before, although not all nail designs require stiletto nails as well. But stiletto nails are the easiest nail tips, I think. So, you know, if you're a beginner, you could, you know, start off with that, although stiletto nails are quite dangerous, you know. If you're clumsy, stiletto nails are very dangerous. So yeah, I don't know. It's up to you guys, you know. Practice makes progress. So regardless of if you're using the stilettos or you're trying the coffin nails or ballerina nails, you know, practice makes progress. So eventually, after a while, you would be able to get a better shaped nail. Although I still get a lot of issues with shaping like coffin nails and stuff. I don't get it that often, but you know, sometimes you have your bad days and you don't know what the hell to do. I'm not that good with shaping of nails. I'm still learning, as I said. So yeah, I think I can improve a lot more because I still see things that I do not really like about my nail shape. Not all the time though, sometimes it looks good, but sometimes, it's questionable. So sorry for talking so much. Yeah, I just thought I would say that about nail tips, especially for the beginners. So yeah, I really have nothing much to say again. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll be back when there's something important to say. So as you can see, the pink flowers wasn't laying flat at all, so I just removed the center of the flowers and reapplied the petals. The pinky was the easiest to do because I couldn't use any of the whole flowers on those nails. I had to use the petals because the pinky is so small. So these are all the dried flowers applied, and it looks kind of crazy, but not to worry. Now I'm using base coat to seal the dried flowers down so that it won't move or tear when I start encapsulating the nails, but this was a waste of time because the base wasn't strong enough, as I said before, to do this, but I still went ahead and cured for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to be using my clear polygel. So I applied a bead to the thumbnail, and I'm just applying it to cover the dried flowers, and I suggest that you apply a small bead like I am doing right here, which would be able to apply a thin layer over the flowers first and then curing for 30 seconds. Next, on the second layer, I applied a larger bead to gain an apex and a better structured nail. I did that for the thumbnail, but I believe I was getting impatient with some of the other nails and I tried to encapsulate in one bead, and that didn't turn out well for me because I had to remove some of the polygel and do it in 2 layers eventually because the flowers were moving around and tearing. So don't be like me. So I didn't show myself encapsulating all of the nails, so I'm just showing how I encapsulated the ring nail. I did 2 layers of the clear polygel on the ring nail, but I only showed myself doing the thin layer over the flowers only. I didn't show the second layer. Now I'm using rubbing alcohol to remove the tacky layer. Next, I'm using my Makartt dust collector and Melody Susie nail drill to begin my filing. This is after filing off their nails. Now I'm just going to top coat the nails and cure for 30 seconds. This clear polygel is so clear, I just love it. I also top coated on the side of the nails and cured. So this is the finished look. Although applying the large dried flowers was a bit difficult, I really like how this nail design came out, and stiletto nails with these encapsulated dried flowers looks so good. Let me know what you think of this nail design in the comments below. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in my next one.